We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, we get a decent sized NHL slate. We get a decent sized NBA slate. We get the round of 32 wrapping up with the final 8 games there. But before we get to today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And for me, it was one of those days where basketball was meh, and then hockey didn't go right. Where I'll get into it when we get to the hockey segment there. College basketball, Tim will go over that when we get to it. The plays that I had that weren't on the site, I had Duke minus 3.5, which did not come through. I had the money line for Arkansas, which did come through. And I had the money line for Northwestern that did not come through. Everything else was up on the site. In the NBA, went 3-3. Knicks +2 was a winner. T-Wolves +10 was a loser. Pacers +6 was a loser. Memphis Grizzlies money line was a winner as we continue to fade the Golden State Warriors on the road. Memphis and Golden State under 234 was a loser. Jazz +4 was a winner. So 3-3 in the NBA, down 0.23 units. College basketball for me went 6-6, down 0.13 units. NHL should have been and could have been way better than it actually was. I went 2-7-1 in the NHL, down 5.48 units. I started off the day well. Nice, easy winner. Colorado -1. They win that game, I believe, 5-1 or 6-1, something along those lines. Nashville Predators had a lead heading in the third period. You'll find that's a trend for my plays yesterday. They blew it, and they lost in overtime. Okay, it's just another normal day, losing games in overtime. The Wild jumped out to an early 1-0 lead. They scored another goal to make it 2-0. It was disallowed. The Boston tied it, took a 2-1 lead, 3-1 lead. So they blew the lead there. And the under did not hit with an empty net at the end to make it 5-2. So that was fun. The Devils, they had a 2-0 lead heading into the third period. That was quickly erased, and they lose 4-2. All right. Canadians had a lead heading into the third period, 3-2. That was quickly erased, and they were down 4-3. They lost 5-3. The Penguins, there was no lead for them to blow. That team actually blows. The Kings had a lead heading into the third period. They gave up that lead and lost in a shootout. I was lucky to get a push with Arizona Chicago over 6. I was lucky to get a push there. It was, I think, 1-1 heading into the third period. End up finishing 4-2. Islanders won. -1 was a winner. They win 4-1. But I had Colorado -1 winner. I had Islanders -1 winner to start and end the day. Everything else was else. And nobody wanted to hold the lead yesterday. So looking back at yesterday, the Predators, the Wild, the Devils, the Canadians, and the Kings all blew leads and lost games for me. I could have had a way better day if teams just didn't give up leads. That being said, 2-7-1 down 5.48 units. Overall, 11-16-1 down 4.84 units. So 5.84 units. So it was a horrible day. Hopefully teams know what leads are today.
We had a profitable day on the site, Nick. I know. We'll start off with the never in doubt Vanderbilt Commodores money line.
My bad. With the Vanderbilt Commodores, I did have a differing play on that one. My book wouldn't offer the money line, so I had to lay 2 points.
Yeah. Well, we were able to get the money line on the site. I think it was 65 to
66.
No. It's like 65 to 57 or something with 58 seconds left. And all of a sudden it was like a basket for Vandy, Michigan turnover, free throws for Vandy, Michigan turnover, Vandy layup, Michigan turnover. Vandy got something, Michigan missed a shot, and Vanderbilt won the game. So that one was truly never in doubt. SDSU -5.5. Everybody's favorite dog is down. Furman, no more money Furman for that one. I faded my Nuggets, and it worked out. Knicks won 116-110. And then we had Nashville, Minnesota in hockey. Hofstra fell apart. One number 1 seed went down, and that was Kansas. I wish somebody called that one. Oh, wait. Arkansas plus 3.5. Winner. I personally had the money line plus 165. Winner. I know, Nick, I'm sorry. I know you had Duke. Good old Rocky Top. I got to make money on that money line, and I got to see Duke lose all in the same game. It was fantastic. Anyways, New Jersey Devils loser. Mizzou. Number 15, Princeton's in the Sweet 16. I did not see that one coming. Mizzou minus 6.5 loser.
We're going to get another New Jersey school to do that today.
No. Minnesota plus 10 loser. Houston minus 5. They were down 10 at halftime. They won the second half by 27. Nice winner there. Memphis Grizzlies money line winner. I'll talk about that game in a minute. Northwestern plus 7.5 winner. Utah Jazz plus 4.5. They said, F your points. We're going to win this one outright. And Bama minus 8 winner. The one that I left off, Longhorns minus 5.5. They were up, 7? And then all of a sudden a 4-point play. And then, that hurt. So Texas minus 5.5 was a loser at the end of the night. Ended up finishing up 0.94 units. Hopefully another winning day. I will say one of our plays has just started, and Cleveland State's already down 6-0. Cool. Anyways, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Social appreciation, subscribe, and share. Tim, lots of NBA games. Let's see the value. I got 3 plays. Lots of it. Good call on the Knicks yesterday. I tailed you on you all on the road on your Warriors. Oh, sorry about your Warriors. 15 straight games now. 1 loss in the NBA yesterday. Dang Clips. Shake my head. And the good call on the Utah plus the points, guys. But they got down, had to make a comeback to win outright. No one took them money line. I did not. I just had them plus the points. 1-0-2, got to bounce back. Good morning, Twins. Let's make the money. Let's get it. What's up, bros? What's up, Goat Parlay King Sports? Let's get it. Am's in the chat. What's up? What's up? He's saying good morning, guys. Good morning. So used to the hustle. So used to this hustle money that I don't understand. No 9 to 5, 9 to work bone thugs. 9 to 5. I got you. Kings piss you off.
Oh my God, yeah.
Morning snowstorm and plus Home Alone yesterday, and some strange luck I can't explain. Went 19-6. I'm still shocked. I don't have any words. That is a hell of a day, Crystal. There you go. That is beautiful to see. You killed both of your 2 picks. Duke Avs money line. Well, Duke is okay. Bama money line. Islanders money line. Kings $60. Lost 160. That's sad. That's rough. I got you. What you meant. All right, Nick. Let's head into some talk on some sports today. Well, shall we?
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll start off with my Nuggets.
Yeah, we have the Denver Nuggets. They are at the Brooklyn Nets. The Nuggets are 1.5-point road favorites in this game with a total of 228 in this game. And I've had a little bit of a strategy with betting this team lately, the Denver Nuggets. That's actually worked really well. It's betting against them. Betting against them has really worked as well as of late, because this is a team where they're starting to coast. They've got that 1 seed pretty much locked in. And this is something you got to worry about, because I think we could see the same thing with the Boston Bruins, except for the Bruins still haven't figured that one out yet. That they are allowed to coast because they're so far in front. The Nuggets understand that, and that's exactly what they're doing.
They're not that far in front anymore.
Yeah. Denver opened up as 2-point favorites in this game. It dropped down to a 1, and then a little bit of buyback brought it up to 1.5.
It's only 3.5.
The total opened up at 230. It's dropped 2 points at 228. I have the wrong team favorite. I have the Nets as -2.5 favorites in this game because Denver's coming in off of a second half of a back-to-back. They lost to the Knicks yesterday. I have this game at a 225.5. I have no totals today, just sides. I have 3 sides, and they're all pretty ugly. And we're going to start off with this one here. Give me the Nets money line at +105.
Yeah, I chose to stay away. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. I'm not going after this game. The Nuggets have to start winning games eventually. Because they don't have that 1 seed lockdown. And they should know that by now. They're only 3.5 games up at the moment. So the fact that they're coasting at the moment is not smart. This is just a team that's been struggling. I'm not going after this one. I'm not betting the Nets. I don't trust them right now. They're just another team that I can't trust either. So when it comes to this game, I don't have to bet them all. There's actually a decent chunk of games today. 8 games. I got 3 plays. So this one's not one that I have wanted.
Fair.
We'll go to the next game, Nick, right here.
Yeah. Phoenix Suns are at the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a pick'em. Total of 234.5 in this game. Take a look at where this line has moved. This line opened up at Phoenix -3.5, and this line has plummeted. It's dropped 3.5 towards the pick'em. Total opened up at 233, and it's now up to a 234.5. If there's any injuries, Tim, please let me know. I had this game at, though. I kind of agree with the line movement because my numbers say this game should be a -0.5 towards the Phoenix Suns. So I think this game should have been a pick'em. And the total, I have it here at a 233. So it's a slightly towards the under. Why has this line moved as much as it has?
DeAndre Ayton's out for today.
There it is.
This is his first game that he's missing, so it makes sense that it's like this. I didn't know that, but at the same time, give me the Thunder. And I'm doing the same thing that Nick's doing with the Nuggets, but I'm doing it with the Suns, and it's been working. I'm fading them. They're playing short-staffed right now, because they had, obviously, we've mentioned the trade plenty of times for Durant. They traded for Durant. They gave away 3 guys that was big part of their bench, and I think one of them was a starter. So they already lost pieces, and then Durant gets injured, and they're down another piece. This is a Suns team that's going to just try to get to the playoffs as healthy as they can. So when it comes to this, I'm on the Thunder. Thunder are still trying to get into that play-in spot, so got to keep that one in mind. I'm going Thunder in this game. We'll head to the next one. Here you go, Nick.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this game.
Me too.
We have the San Antonio Spurs. They are hosting the Atlanta Hawks in this game. This line opened up Atlanta -9.5. Or my bad, it opened up Atlanta -7.5. It's moved up 2 points to 9.5. This total opened up at 244. It's dropped a point to 243. Let's take a look at my projected line. I had Atlanta as a 5.5 point road favorite. I still don't think Atlanta's that good of a team, and for them to be laying this type of road chalk, I am totally. Now I'm good. Total 244.5. Is this too many points? Give me the Spurs getting the points at +9.5.
So what I'm hearing is Spurs outright. I do like the Spurs as well in this spot. I think it's way too many points. I don't think Atlanta should be 9.5 point favorites on the road ever. I know it's against San Antonio. I don't particularly care. Spurs just played a good game against Memphis. If you're going to back the Spurs, do it at home. They're 18-17 against the spread at home. So they're a profitable. Well, I don't know if that's profitable, but they're over 500 at home against the spread. So that's the spot where you want to take them. Go ahead, give me the Spurs in this game. I think they have a chance to win outright. Is SGA playing? Yes. You could Google it. Nah. Be lazy. Just ask us. That's fine. Let's head to this one, which I have zero interest in.
Yeah, Miami Heat and the Detroit Pistons. This is the last game I have interest in, Tim.
Oh,
yeah, we have the Heat as 10-point road chalk with a total of 218 in this game. This line opened up at Miami minus 9.5. It actually, the original line move was down. It went down to 8.5, then 8, and then there's been buyback where it's gone back up to 8.5, 9, 9.5, and now it's up to 10. Total 220.5 in this game, and it's gone down 2.5 points to 218. Looking at my projected numbers for this one, I have Miami as a 4.5 point road favorite. I think this is way too many points. I mean, Miami's not been a good team this year against the spread, and we're asking them to lay 10 points on the road. They're 13, 20, and 1 ATS this year.
On the road.
On the road. They're not.
20,
yeah, they don't.
26, 44, and 2 against the spread in general. They are the worst covering team, 37.14%.
So that makes sense. Let's ask them to cover couple double digits on the road. That makes sense, right? The worst covering team in basketball. I wonder what and I'm going to look up what is their ATS record as a favorite.
I don't think it's particularly good.
I don't think so either. That's why I'm kind of looking it up here. ATS as a favorite. 33 or 16, 33, and 3, 32.7%.
Yikes.
Yeah. I'm on the Pistonians plus 10.
I like it. I didn't bet it, but I would definitely lean that way, grabbing double digits. You're kind of slowly trying to put me onto it. I'm not going to bet it. If this was a game tomorrow, maybe I would be on the Pistons. But because there's so much college basketball, I did not feel like the need to get to this game. So for me, I laid off of this one. I only got one more game that I like, and it's actually the next game we're going to talk about. So that's I'm not dealing with this one. Can't lay points with the Heat. Just an ugly game. I agree.
Love the ugly games. Those are fun.
After my Bulls beat them last night, I might take the points. That's fair. Damn, same. Yeah. Let's head to this one, Nick, which I have something in, and it's not a normal play that I do.
Yeah, the Toronto Raptors are at the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are 9-point favorites in this game, total of 234.5. Let's see where this line has moved here. As we have the Milwaukee Bucks, they opened up as 8.5-point favorites. It's been bouncing between 8.5, 9, 8, 8.5. Like they've been just bouncing back and forth between those numbers. It's up to the 9 right now. Total of 233 it opened, or 232 it opened up as, and it's gone up 2.5 points to 234.5. My number for this game is Milwaukee minus 9, so I think this is actually spot on with the side. And I have this game at a 232.5, so it's slightly towards the under, but it's no play for
me. I'm laying the 9 points with Milwaukee. And there's one reason why. Nick, what was the Milwaukee's last game? Oh, yeah. They played the Pacers. They were 12-point favorites and lost by 16. Yeah, go ahead. Give me the Bucks by double digits easily. Not easily, but give me them by double digits today. You get a Toronto team that's on a second leg of a back-to-back. I think it's a bad spot for them. Milwaukee's been playing some good basketball. This month, they've only lost to Philly, Golden State, and then they had the game against the Pacers last game that was very, very ugly for them. I think they come out pissed. I think they win this one by 20 plus. I think this one's a blowout. I would take alternative spreads on this one. Bucks minus the 9 in this one.
Look.
Let's keep on rolling, Nick. We got 2 more games left, and I really don't like either of them, but we'll tag on them.
Yeah, the Clippers are at the Blazers. The Clippers are 3.5-point favorites, total of 235.5. This line opened up at -4 for the Clippers. It's gone down to 3.5. This game opened up at 233.5, and it's gone up 2 points to 235.5. Taking a look at my projections for this game, I have the Clipper. I have the. Oh wait, this might be a play for me.
Okay.
I read it wrong when I was capping it earlier. I have the Blazers as 1.5 point favorites in this game. I think the wrong team's favored in this matchup here, and I have this game at 232.5, so it's a lean towards the under. I'm gonna grab 3.5 points with the Blazers here.
Okay. I'm not touching this game. I have no real interest in the late games. Portland, a little bit of a home dog, but I feel like this spread is just weird. I do kind of lean Portland, but if this was a random day in the middle of May, maybe, but during March Madness, I've kind of limited myself down. I'm not interested in this game.
Fair.
And kind of the same deal with this one to finish it out.
Yeah, the Lakers are 6-point home favorites against the Orlando Magic, total of 230.5 in this game. This line opened up at Lakers minus 6.5. It's dropped 0.5 point to the 6. This line opened up at 231. It's dropped 0.5 point to 230.5. My projections for this game is Lakers minus 7.5 and 230. So it's a slight lean towards the under. It's a slight lean towards the Lakers. It is a no play for me.
It would be a lean towards the Magic. I don't think the Lakers should be laying points right now. But this is another one. I apologize for the lack of explaining and everything. I just didn't get big into the NBA the past couple of days because March Madness is been full force. So once all that stuff is over, I'll really be getting back in the NBA and having a lot more plays. For right now, very limited card. Pass on this game.
Fair.
Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. Let's go ahead to the NHL, Nick, over to the ice. We get the early game, which is the Bruins and the Sabres. Bruins minus 170. 6.5 is the total. Fire away.
Yeah, let me grab where the lines have moved for these games, and we'll get into it. 7 games on the NHL card today. This one opened up at Boston minus 185. It's actually dropped 15 cents towards the Sabres. It's now down to a minus 170. This total opened up at 6.5 minus 120. It's bounced around between minus 119 and minus 122, and it's right back at minus 120. My projected goalies for this one here is Jeremy Swayman and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I am curious when we're going to see Devin Levi, because I believe he's going to be making appearances with the Buffalo Sabres this year. I don't think he's on the active roster at the moment.
No.
But I'm interested to see when he is going to be called up. But looking at this spot for me, I don't really have too much interest in this game. I have this game projected 3.67 to 2.41, 6.08 goals. So I kind of lean under in this game. If I had to get to a spot, it's an early game, so I could see this game going under. I could also see potentially this first period going under with the full game going over. You can get first period under 2 at minus 135. That's not a bad look. And then you don't have to worry about empty net shenanigans, things along those lines. Because I could see this game being 1-0 at the end of 1 and then 5-2 Boston. Like, I could see something like that because that's kind of what we saw yesterday. Where
Boston
it was
back-to-back, so.
Yeah, where it was 1-1 at the end of 1, and it would end up being 5-2 Boston. And we see this so often with the Bruins here. So it's a lean towards the under 6.5, the first period under 2. Not anything I got involved with, though. So it's a pass.
That's fair. I'm not betting hockey today. Well, I'll have a bet on the Sabres because why not? But pass on the Nets game. That's fair. Like the under. Okay. Phoenix is a lean. OKC could win. Yes, they can. I have OKC. We'll head to this one, Nick, where the Capitals and the Wild are going to go at it. The Wild are minus 150. 5.5 is the total. Where are you going in this one?
Yeah. This line opened up at minus 165 for the Wild. This one has also dropped 15 cents to minus 150. So money coming in on the Capitals in this game. This total opened up at over 5.5 minus 120. It is now over 5.5 minus 129. It's moved up 14 cents. I did get involved with this game. It's the only game I've got a bet on so far, and keep an eye out. This may be lingering today. I'm seeing projections that it could be lingering, which makes me like this play even more. I'm on the over 5.5 in this game. It's going to be Fleury and most likely lingering, but I'm okay with it if it's Kemper as well. I have this game projected 3.27 to 2.79 in favor of the Wild. So I think the Wild at minus 150 is correct in this game. But 5.5 is too low for me. I got over 5.5 at minus 125. I have this game projected for 6.07 goals. All of a sudden, they lose Kaprizov, and this team is an over team? Question mark. Since that game that they lost Kaprizov against Winnipeg, that game went over 5.5. The San Jose game went over 5.5. Arizona went over 5.5. St. Louis went over 5.5, and the Boston game went over 5.5. This has all of a sudden become an over team for a team that we kept falling asleep during their games for about 2 weeks straight. So all of a sudden they went from the mild to, well, really wild because they're actually going over in games now. So I'll take over 5.5 here. We've seen this team go over this number 5 straight games. And the Capitals are no strangers to going over as well. They've gone over in 4 straight games. Over 6.5 against the Blues in a 5-2 loss. Over 7 in a win against the Sabres. Over 6 in a loss against the Rangers. Over 5.5 in a win against the Islanders. So this is a team that is going over the total a lot as well. So I like the over 5.5 here. Minnesota and Washington.
There you go. Capitals in slight lean towards the over. Wild money line, Jets Blues over 5.5 parlay. Get it? And FDU shot, but I'm usually late. No way. Lightning strikes twice for the Knights.
Not a chance.
Jackets, Canucks, Tampa for me today. Good luck.
But by the way, yes, I am on the Knights again. There's no way I'm hitting a plus 1550 and going the opposite way this time. I'm free rolling at this point.
That's fair. We'll head over to the next game, which is the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas minus 290. 6.5 is your total here.
Yeah, I really don't want anything to do with the side in this game. This line opened up at minus 295. It's actually dropped 5 cents since opening to 290. This line opened up at over 6.5 minus 125. It's actually dropped 24 cents to the towards the under. It's minus 101, and I don't agree with that. I have this game projected for 7.81 goals. I'm still not very confident in Jonathan Quick, and I think that this Columbus Blue Jackets can score some. The Blue Jackets can score some goals here. I'm actually going to double up on this spot. I'm going to take the Columbus Blue Jackets team total over 2.5 and the full game over 6.5. I see this as a very high scoring game. So that's kind of where I'm going to go for this one. I've only locked in the over in the Wild game so far, so we're going to add those two to the card. Team total over 2.5 with the Blue Jackets and the full game over 6.5.
There you go. Jackets Knights over 6.5 is what I meant. We got what you meant.
Yes.
We got what you meant. 4 games left in the NHL. The Devils and the Lightning. The Lightning are minus 125. 6.5 is your total.
Yeah. This line opened up at Lightning minus 135. It's dropped 9 cents towards the Devils minus 126. The total opened up at a 6.5 minus 105. It's dropped 4 cents towards the under. It's now minus 101. I'm projecting for this game to be Vanacek and Vasilevsky. I have this game projected 3.32 to 2.92. So I see this as about minus 140 is right. I kind of lean Lightning. This Lightning team has actually won the last couple games here against New Jersey. But with that being said, this is not. But in those matchups, they outplayed them None of those games. New Jersey should have won both those games when you look at the expected goal numbers. I have no interest in this game. If I had to bet it, it's a lean towards the Lightning at this point, but no interest here.
Yeah. There you go. That's fine. You don't have to bet all of them. Jackets will be an interesting team next year.
Yes, when they're healthy, yes.
If it's Hutchinson, you know where I'm going. I don't think it is, so just over. Fair enough. San Antonio I like, and the over. Lean Detroit plus the 10, but pass. Lightning money line again sucks. They aren't plus money against the Devils like last week.
Yeah.
We'll head to the next one, Nick. The Nashville Predators and the New York Rangers will be going at it. The Rangers minus 226 is your total.
Yeah. The fact that we have to lay minus 220 with the Rangers with potentially Yaroslav Halak in net, I'm actually going to take a shot in this game with the Nashville Predators. That's exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take plus 195 with the Predators here. And I may go team total over as well. I have this game projected for 3.04 to 2.47. Lankinen's not been bad this year, the backup for Nashville. And Halak has been average. He's been average. I'm going to take a look. What's the team total over for the Predators here? Minus or 2.5 at minus 105. I'll grab some of that, and I'll grab the money line as well, plus 194. I think this is a game where we see the Preds at least score 3 goals. We have the Rangers coming in on a second half of a back-to-back as well. The Preds just blew a lead against Winnipeg and lost in overtime. And the Rangers are coming in fat and happy after a 6-0 blowout win against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I could see this as a game that maybe they don't take 100% seriously. So I'm going to grab some Nashville here at big plus price tag. And the team total over 2.5 as well. As a little bit of a, in case they score 3, but the Rangers win in overtime type of thing.
I got you. Predators money line, but I like the under. But I got it. I got a feeling it is backup for both teams.
It is, but Lankinen's not been bad.
That's fair.
So don't be too worried about Lankinen.
Milwaukee minus and the over. I kind of like the over 2 in that game. Lean Nashville over 2.5. Good play. There you go. 2 games left, Nick. The Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues are going to go at it. The Jets are minus 125 fave. 6.5 is the total. Does this line seem a little bit short to you?
Yeah, a little bit, but I can understand why it is. The Winnipeg Jets are off on the second half of a back-to-back, and they went to overtime yesterday against Nashville.
Okay.
And the Blues, the Blues are starting the new kid again. With this as being the second game of the suspension for who do you call it?
Benny.
Yeah, for Bennington. So it's going to be Joel Hofer net for them versus David Rittich. Hofer had a good game his first game. He only gave up 2 goals, a .941 save percentage in that win against Washington. And looking at this spot for me, I really don't have too much of an interest in this game. What's the total in it? It is a 6.5. It should be a 6.5. And I have this game around to pick them. So, this is about right. I would lean St. Louis in this one here, and I haven't bet St. Louis in forever. This is a team I felt like I bet every single game last year towards the end, and I have no interest in this team. So this ended up being a pass for me. It's Blues or nothing, but I have no interest in this one.
That's fair. Kind of lean Blues.
I think the Blues are the right side.
Portland plus points. Pass on Orlando game, but lean Orlando. Fair enough. We'll head to the final game of the slate. Vancouver's a minus 130 against the Ducks. 7 is your total. 7's the total. Oh my God. Go ahead.
Yeah. And actually looking at it, I'm kind of interested in the under. I don't think the Canucks are the type of over team that they were in the beginning here. I have this game projected for 3.3 to 2.87, 6.18 goals. So I'm actually going to move on that under 7 here. It's only minus 121. Everyone is seeing Vancouver overs. They've been awesome this year, but this is a team that is starting to slow down a little bit. They went 2-2 against the Kings last night. They've gone under in back-to-back games, 3-2 games against the Kings and the Coyotes. They did go over the previous 2 before that, but then the last time these 2 teams played, 3-2. It was Demko and Dostal. It looks like it's probably going to be Colin Dahlia in net for the Canucks here, and John Gibson for the Ducks. I'm kind of interested in this under 7. And I'm actually going to pull the trigger here on the under 7. Under 7 minus 121. I think this line's about, it just went down to minus 120. But yeah, I think this the side is about right. But this total is about a goal too high. I think this should have been at 6.5 max. So I'll grab the under 7 here at minus 121.
We forgot one thing with this game, Nick.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, now we're good to go. That is all the games for today. Let's go back to the chat for just a second. Well, you know I like my Blues, but it's the fake Jets. It's fake Jets. They seem to own us in the regular season. 1-800-GAMBLER. Big Blue and Zaga for college two-teamer. I like the Zags, and if Big Blue is Kentucky, then yes, sir. Pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It is all linked down below. You guys, that's where you can check out all of the college basketball plays, NBA plays, NHL plays, MLB coming up soon. Make sure you guys check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recap for me, light card today. Might have a little bit more tomorrow because there's no bracket, no NIT, but there's some CBI. So Thunder, Spurs, and Bucks for me today in the NBA. Nick?
Yeah. In the NBA for me today, I got 4 plays. Brooklyn, money line, plus 105. San Antonio Spurs, plus 9.5. Pistons, plus 10. And the Portland Trailblazers, plus to 3.5. I didn't track that one. Yeah, bad stamp. There we go. That's why I didn't see them. In the NHL, I am going with over 5.5, Washington and Minnesota. I am on Columbus Blue Jackets team total over 2.5, the full game over 6.5. I am on the Nashville Predators team total over 2.5 and the money line as well, plus 195. And I'm on Vancouver Anaheim under 7. For college basketball, I am on for today because I'm doing betting every single tournament game. Xavier, Kentucky, Michigan State, St. Mary's, Creighton, Fairleigh Dickinson, plus 15 in money line. There, Indiana and Gonzaga trying to catch lightning in a bottle once again with those Knights.
You have fun with that.
By the way, Cleveland State's up 5 with a minute and a half to go in the first.
Yeah, I have the ESPN thing on my side monitor. That is everything for today. We'll see you guys tonight, 7 o'clock. I believe Dodgers and Padres.
Yeah, probably.
Probably do 2 of them tonight. Dodgers, Padres, but we'll see you guys then. Until then, good luck and go Sabres.